Welcome to WynZyn. I'm Taylor Crone.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to briefly explain WynZyn, how it works, what it does for you guys, and then just hop into how to use the app and best utilize it for everything sweepstakes. So in that vein, WynZyn is a sweepstakes mega source. So if you do love to apply to different sweepstakes, really throw your hat in a lot of different rings, WynZyn is the place to do it. Not only because we have every sweepstakes the internet can find, but we also reward you into our own separate sweepstakes just for applying into these sweepstakes. So this is the WynZyn homepage here. As you can see, the scrolling through different sweepstakes to pick from starts immediately. We're going to get into how you can select this sweepstakes, organize the sweepstakes you want, the sweepstakes you've entered, get rewarded for even sweepstakes that you're not very interested in just for giving us your opinion. But before we get into all that good stuff, I want to show you this shop anywhere, so that green button up at the top. So this is actually our most effective way to earn sweepstakes entries, and it's actually really simple. So by clicking on shop anything, you can pick the store you want to shop at, take a screenshot or picture of your receipt, and earn multiple entries for every dollar you spend. So we have thousands of stores in our system, and we even have an option where you can earn if you don't find your store. So if there's a really small local market next to your house, we probably don't have it, but we are still going to honor entries per dollar if you upload the receipt. So we have partnership with a large amount of vendors, and they all have varying entries per dollar spent. So be mindful where you spend your money so you can get the most entries possible. All right, so we're going to go back to that home page and get right into the sweepstakes. So if you're more particular about your prizes, not a problem. I actually am too. So I'm going to find the sweepstakes that I want to enter by using this search and filter setting up here. So I'm going to type in vacation, and that's going to generate all the sweepstakes that have the word vacation either in the title or the description and help me kind of get into the sweepstakes that I really want to enter into. Okay, so I found a bunch of travel sweepstakes, but I might not have time to enter them all. So what I'm going to do is go in and get my WynZyn rewards for offering my opinion on all these sweepstakes, and then I'm going to save them in order to enter into them later. So this one I have already entered into, so that's on my I own this list. You see that icon there, that means I own this one. Neutral, kind of that neutral face, means I'm neither here nor there on this one. If I win it, that'd be great. If I miss the sweepstakes period, it wouldn't be the end of the world. And not my style. I want the entries into the WynZyn sweepstakes, so I'm going to rate it honestly, but I'm probably not going to enter this sweepstakes because it's not my deal. All right, so we're opening up the sweepstakes. You'll see here the 2018 North Carolina Travel Guide Sweepstakes. So we're going to click that star right there in the middle, and that's going to start our process in getting those WynZyn entries. So instead of entering the sweepstakes now and getting me out of the app, I want to stay in the app and maximize my potential for getting those WynZyn entries. So I'm going to rate it, and I'm going to add it to the I want this list. So that way I can access this list later and actually enter this contest. So hypothetically, I would rate this, add it to my list, and then hit that next button so I could get to the next sweepstakes and get those WynZyn entries without having to leave the app. But just to kind of show you a quick example of how to get to your list, I'm going to skip that right now. We're going to go to that hamburger bar at the top right corner and click My Lists. So my list is automatically going to generate the I want this filter, and it's going to order it in the most recent order. As you can see, you can change the filter combination to hundreds of different combinations, but I want this is definitely the most useful since you want to enter those sweepstakes that you're interested in. So I'm going to click on my North Carolina sweepstakes, and I'm going to hit that green enter button. So that's going to take me right to the portal where I can enter this contest. So I'm going to put in my information. And that's going to take me to my confirmation window. Super important, guys. Take a screenshot of that confirmation. Then I'm going to hit the WynZyn logo at the top left corner, and it's going to take me back to my specific sweepstakes. So notice how the enter button has an orange dot at the top right corner. That means you have clicked through, but we're not totally sure if you've actually entered the sweepstakes. So there's one more step to maximize those entries here. You're going to hit that hamburger bar at the top, go to big button menu, and then go down to pending rewards. So you'll see that my sweepstakes is there. There's a green button, confirm, or a red button, decline. I did enter this sweepstakes. I did take my screenshot. So we're going to confirm that I entered this sweepstakes. I haven't entered any other sweepstakes, so I'm going to select my points. And that's going to take me to my dashboard of my activity on WynZyn. So you'll see I have 75 entries. I know that I had 65 before I entered this contest, so those 10 entries went right through. So we're gonna go back to the big button menu just so I can show you all these buttons and what they have to offer for you. You'll see that the first 5 buttons are all buttons that we have already explored. And current prizes is what we haven't explored yet. So we're gonna click that dark green button at the bottom, and that's gonna take us to the description of what your entries are going towards. So the sweepstakes period is January 29th to February 4th with all different levels. There's a yearly contest as well as Win Big. I'm not going to get into Win Big today because it's kind of lengthy, but as you can see, you definitely want to throw your hat into that ring. Big prizes there. So back to that big button bar, there is one more tab that I want to show you, and that is the winner circle. This is going to show you a live scroll of who has won, who's winning, and how many points that they won in that sweepstakes period. So it's just kind of fun, a little social feature to see if your friends are on that list. All right, guys, so that is a brief run through of how the WynZyn app works and how you can maximize your earning potentials on the app. So go ahead, go in the app, click around, play around, let me know your thoughts in the comments section, and as always, play on.